Hello everyone. Time for a new game. This is Solving the Mystery of a Serial Killer. And it's by the people that did Danganronpa and promises to be very bloody. So. Yes, I would like to start a new game. Yes. I'd like to read in English, please. The usual disclaimer that comes with these sort of things. You notice it doesn't have that disclaimer when it's a happy story. Take a trip around the merry-go-round. The way they keep zooming in, I would expect her to wake up and scream at us. AI, the Somnium files. Day 1, Friday. SIG AI. Bloom Park, Friday, 10:54 p.m. So almost Saturday. Alright, we are going to play as Date and inspect scene and collect testimony. And we can't really move, but we can move. We can look around. Cool. Creepy horses, giant Ferris wheel. This rain is depressing. Has it been like this all day? Possibly. The city's skyscrapers crowd each other. I'll get to the creepy horses, don't worry. The old Ferris wheel is over there. It feels like an enormous eye staring down at you, of which I believe eyes are probably going to be a theme in this game if the logo is anything to go off of. A parasol is getting pelted by the rain. A red barrier line wraps around the scene. In the old days, they used to use yellow caution tape for this. Now we've got a cheap hologram technology that can do the job even better. Well, sometimes we use good old-fashioned yellow tape. Horses, please.
A horse from the merry-go-round. It looks like it's skewered.
This is not a message from the criminal. The park was already in this state before the crime. My best hypothesis is that this is the result of a teenage prank.
Because there's some industrious teenagers, and also very strong teenagers. creatures. Those horses are not very light. It's a bench. So it is. The panda ride looks lonely. Is it one of those little pandas that you ride around on? They have those in the malls here, or one of the malls, and the kids get to ride around on them. There's a fence set up around the merry-go-round, probably to prevent nosy kids from getting caught in the machinery. Is this the control room? The place where the operator sits to turn the ride on and off. I took a look inside, but I didn't see anything that might be a clue. It's been 8 years since Bloom Park closed. The weather's gotten to it pretty bad. There's the yellow tape. More skewered horses. You know, that's good. More umbrellas. Alright, let's talk to people. Well, it's the main column holding up the roof. Indeed it is. It's a metal pole. It's a horse from the merry-go-round. Indeed it is. Inspector! Okay. Choices and look. Use the choices to select topic of conversation. Look will allow you to observe the person. Well, let's start with observe. An inspector from Metro. I hope he finds a lead. Thanks for coming out here in the rain.
It's my duty, sir. Thank you.
What's your name?
Wow, I never thought a great detective like you would ask me my name. It's Kagami, sir.
I can ask him his name again. That sounds like a stupid thing. Anyway. Anything to go on?
Not yet, sir.
Alright. Mr. Kagami? We'll talk to you again? Probably never. Alright, policeman. A local cop. How's the investigation coming?
Not too good, unfortunately. We're not finding much.
What about you? A local cop. Okay, we can't talk to you. Boss lady. I call her boss. She runs Abyss, a special branch. She runs Abyss, a special branch of the Metropolitan Police Department. I report directly to her. Who found the body?
Metro got a call about 2 hours ago. Someone heard screaming coming from the park. Beat cop responded, checked out the scene.
And found the corpse.
Yeah. Thing is, the caller was anonymous. I'll give you the details later.
Oh, they might have new things to talk about, as people do. What can you tell me about the victim?
Her name's Nadami Shoko. You knew her, right? What was the relationship like? I heard you two have been close for years.
I wouldn't say that. We were just acquaintances.
Yeah, don't pin it on me yet. Although, you know, there's a good chance that I'm probably responsible for all of this. Any suspects?
Not yet. We just found the victim. Too early to say anything for sure. But this could be a copycat killer at work. From a case 6 years ago.
A case 6 years ago?
For whatever reason, she didn't elaborate. A case 6 years ago? We might want to look into that. That seems important. This rain is awful, huh?
It's unusual for this time of year. It'll be hard to find any usable prints.
That is a shame. So, what am I doing here?
Are you serious? You're Special Agent Kaname Date. You're a member of Abyss, and that means you answer to me. I called you here to inspect the scene, Date.
Sure, boss. But inspecting dead bodies isn't usually part of the job.
Usually, no. But tonight it is. Because you know this woman, don't you, Date? I had to tell you. You deserve to know.
Yeah, then I'm the last person that should be involved in this investigation. I'm sorry, but isn't that a conflict of interest? Alright, let's have a look at this corpse. The body is mounted on one of the horses. I should get a better look. I took a step forward.
Sorry, sir. Could you please not get any closer? We haven't taken any footprints yet. I appreciate your understanding.
Allow me to assist you.
That's Iba. Her official designation is AI Ball. She's an artificial intelligence built into my fake eye. An AI for an eye. Huh.
You want me to use the zoom, right?
Correct. That will allow you to investigate without physically disturbing the scene.
Alright, special vision modes. We've got a cyborg eye. Sweet. Do that. And zoom. Perfect. Face.
I am detecting signs of increased stress in your body. Cortisol and ACTH concentration is rising.
Don't bug me with jargon right now, alright? I'm just... upset.
I think that's what that means anyway.
The left eye socket is vacant. Victim has had her left eyeball removed.
Left eye.
Who else is missing a left eye and had it replaced with something else?
The most likely scenario is that the killer or killers removed it.
Well, we don't know that for sure. A crow or some other animal could have pulled it off the corpse.
Not with that much blood.
Impossible. The amount of blood indicates that
Yep.
the victim's eye was removed before her death.
They carved it out while she was still alive?
Correct. Pupil dilation and corneal turbidity indicate the victim is dead.
Really? Thank you for that information. That's just super useful.
Multiple puncture wounds to the front of the torso. Cause of death? Blood loss from these wounds.
Oof, blood out.
Body temperature and rigor mortis indicate the time of death was approximately 6 hours ago. That would place the crime occurring around 5 p.m.
Several puncture wounds, but no cuts or tears. That means...
The victim was probably stabbed with something pointed and smooth, like an ice pick. What was that?
Analyzing the source of the sound.
Aren't you handy?
Sonic analysis indicates the sound originated from inside the merry-go-round's central column.
Inside the column?
Investigate. The noise came from inside.
Date. Use me to see through the column. Utilize the X-ray mode.
Alright. X-ray. Question marks. Is there anything else? Okay, no.
Oh no.
It appears as though someone is inside.
I threw down my umbrella and ran to the pillar.
Hey, wait!
Shut up!
I pushed him aside and ran up on the platform.
Hey, I know you're in there. If you can hear me, say something.
No reply. Looking closely, I found a small handle on the column. I grabbed it hard and tried to pull it open.
It won't budge.
It may be locked from the inside.
Damn it. Hey, whoever's in there, stay back.
Not how locks work, but okay.
Izuki.
Uh-oh. We now know 2 people involved in this case. We really shouldn't be involved in investigating it. But, you know, as with most crime shows as well. We're going to involve ourselves. We're also just gonna take a nap. It's fine.
What is this place?
This is your dream.
I'm... me?
Correct. You are Date.
And you are?
Or...
Extremely weird. What the heck are you doing? And why did we go through the rib cage? And what is with this angle?
Where do I even start with this?
That's my question, Date.
I can answer all of your queries.
All right, then. Who are you?
I'm me, of course.
I know that voice. Iba?
Indeed.
Why do you look like a fluorescent shrimp?
What are you talking about? I must look so cute that you've lost your mind. Under normal circumstances, I would lecture you about your awful taste, but
What are you doing in my dream?
you called me. My consciousness and your own are linked. This is why I appear in your dreams. Consider me an alter ego. But I shouldn't waste time explaining further. You will have forgotten this by the time you wake up. I will discuss this with you soon, when you're awake.
I'm trying to sort out my situation, but my brain isn't cooperating. It must be because I'm sleeping right now. So, things that I should know, I can't remember. My head is all fuzzy. I'm not my usual self. It's like I'm inside someone else's head. What a strange feeling.
Putting that aside, do you recognize this room?
No, not at all.
I suppose that's
Oh,
fine.
food on the table.
Let us begin.
Begin what?
Somnium scan! Activate!
Ugh.
Got it.
Got what?
I have completed a scan of your Somnium, your dream world. My simulations have encountered several mental locks.
Mental locks?
Have you already forgotten? Even your critical thinking abilities have dulled.
Huh?
In short, Somnium is a world built from the deepest recesses of your consciousness. This world is divided into several layers. Each layer stands upon a foundation, a base component. Think of these foundations as mental blocks, or simply locks for convenience. Mental locks must be broken before we can proceed deeper into consciousness. The truth is always hidden within the deepest layers. Therefore, we must...
Remove the mental locks?
Good job, Date.
Correct.
So I just need to turn on all the lights and open the door? Shouldn't be too hard.
Don't be so sure. Appearances in this world can be deceiving.
Your hands are kind of freaking me out.
Let's start with the door. Please direct me to the door and give me instructions.
I see. So I can do whatever I want with you in this world.
Okay, please don't say that ever again, Date, with that smile, because you look like a real lecherous creeper right now.
Well, I suppose that is true, but...
Alright, let's do this.
Wake Date up. Date's dream world. In this strange and surreal dream, trust the light to wake up Date. Sinking in the brain. In Somnia, you can explore a dream to discover the subject's hidden memories. Unlocking the mental locks will allow you to travel deeper into the dream. Unlocking all of them will reveal important information. Okay, so we'll be unlocking all of them all the time. Guide to unlocking the mental locks is in the corner. Move Iba closer to the door and investigate. Ooh, tutorial mode. Ooh, her hair is so floaty.
A door locked with a padlock.
Alright, we can give her instructions. Investigate.
It appears all I have to do is open this door. can't touch it. That is to be expected. Dreams are not bound by logic. This is Date's Somnium, a reality built by dreams.
My Somnium?
I see. Your mental faculties must be hazy because your body is currently sleeping. I suppose I will have to explain.
Please do.
I'd rather you not disturb my precious sleep.
Shut up and listen! Date, look at that. The places where the light touches have become colored. Perhaps those parts are now tangible. Every human mind is unique. Every human dream has its own set of rules.
I see.
If you understand these rules, the dream world itself becomes malleable. Who was that?
I don't know.
You must know. This is your dream. It is created from your memories.
I'm not sure we're in ours. Look at the picture. That's like a little girl. And a mommy and a daddy, and they have halos. Interesting.
I don't know what to tell you. I have no idea who that was.
You may remember upon reflection.
I need to give you commands that will unlock the mental locks, right?
Indeed, but it is difficult to predict exactly how an object will behave in Somnium. Think outside the box. Trying different actions will help solve the problem.
Now, what should I have you do?
Don't be a creeper.
Don't forget that I have a veto.
Alright, objects have a floating name. Cool. Well, I can't access the switch, so look
A
at the
winter
iris.
iris.
What?
Do you not recognize it? This is an iris that blooms in winter.
Is it really an iris? Doesn't look like the iris that I have in my garden, but
A flower with a woman's name.
what happens if you grab it?
It's remarkably solid. I can hardly believe it's a plant.
It's symbolic of my lifestyle. Put your roots down, and stand your ground.
Uh-huh.
Or perhaps it just means you are an inconvenient annoyance.
Heh.
You were able to touch it,
Correct.
so I just need to keep this up?
Something like that.
Alright.
A winter iris.
Well, since grabbing didn't work, let's smell it.
Hey, I didn't know you could smell.
I can't. I'm pantomiming. Isn't it easier to visualize this way?
Sure, whatever. Not enough.
Pardon?
Harder, you gotta smell it harder.
What does that even mean?
What? Okay.
And now she has a plant in her nose. Great.
Amazing
And you get a
suction.
panty shot.
Bravo, marvelous.
What are you experiencing so regularly to cause this to happen in your dreams?
What was that face? Alright, we've made progress. That's good. So now...
A
press
switch.
the switch.
The thorns are gone. Now I can activate the switch.
That was a really weird way to do the switch. That looks like the mama. From the picture on the wall.
Isn't this rewarding, Date? Another place you can touch.
I would rather be sleeping.
Alright. There's another mental lock. Okay. Always recheck the tutorial, if I so choose. So there's wine, lamp, basket. Nothing in the kitchen. I wanted to look closer at this picture. It's kind of weird. Well, let's start with the wine.
A glass of wine. A luxurious red wine, popular on the market today. However, this appears to be a much brighter red than a typical bottle.
See it? Blood.
Maybe it's a full-bodied red from Bourgogne.
Gonya?
I wonder if that trivia will ever prove useful.
If he goes to a trivia night,
Better
maybe.
to be prepared.
There was the
A glass
option
of
to
wine.
drink. I'm curious if we smell this.
The nose is fresh yet rich. I detect smooth tannins and stone fruits.
Where did you learn that from?
Why would you have something like this in your dream?
Even a guy like me enjoys good drinks and better company.
Is the skeleton your better
But
company?
these social engagements never seem to turn out well for you.
Stop! Don't remind me.
I went to
A
sip.
glass of wine. Leave it to me.
Although I realize I am Date trying to get her drunk, and that's weird and creepy. Oh, why would you
Hey!
drink from the bottle?
I feel kinda good.
Why isn't AI getting drunk?
Why do I have to listen to Date diss me all the time?
Oh, she's annoying when she's drunk. Someone else can come take her.
Why is that even a thing? Oh my god.
A skeleton. It appears to be bleeding from the left eye.
Well, since I'm drunk, I
To
guess I
the
can talk to it.
skeleton?
You just want someone to talk to, huh?
True. Hello, my name is Aiba. What is your name? How are you? I am currently 92% charged and feeling well. Hey, don't ignore me. Stupid, bony man. Your mother is a stupid, bony girl. Bony, bony, bony!
Are you finished?
My disappointment is immeasurable. A basket. I cannot see inside it.
How about we just search the basket? Why would I tackle it? What does that get me? That's weird. No.
A model of a UFO, a stuffed chupacabra, and a $1 bill.
Occult stuff, maybe?
Does the occult interest you, Date?
The truth is out there.
It is a trending topic. Anyone could have encountered items such as these.
True. Somebody's into the occult.
This is somewhat different than a cult. A
Standing
floor
up.
lamp shaped like a rose.
What happens if we turn it
But
off?
how? I cannot find a switch or a plug.
Even in my dream, I don't get what I want.
In fairness, this is your memory, but this is not your house.
It's somebody else's house. Somebody from my memory. I have no idea. It could be anyone.
Yeah, it really
Not
could.
necessarily. Dreams do contain an element of randomness, but oftentimes they draw together individuals with strong personal connections. Dreams are constructed similarly to how information is transmitted through the brain.
So what do you take away from all this?
Don't turn off the light. I want to see this.
It's kind of dirty.
Oh god.
Shut up. A skeleton.
Well, let's investigate.
There are
skeleton.
traces of blood around the left eye socket.
Even though it's just bone?
This skeleton is clinging to some small bit of life.
I hope my bones die and stay dead. They should.
Well, as long as there's not a zombie apocalypse that reses bones, you'll be okay.
A lamp. It looks like a rose.
Let's try lifting it. See if we can move it.
Ugh. It won't move.
It must mean I don't flinch. I hold my ground like a mountain.
Oh, aren't you so full of yourself?
I interpret it more as your irritating personality spreading like pollen in the wind.
Tears won't stop. Must be allergies.
You're just sleepy.
Well, when in doubt,
A lamp. It looks...
kick.
Huh?
You don't have to kick it so hard.
That's an interesting connection.
Give it everything you've got. That's my motto.
Didn't even budge.
I saw the skeleton's skull move slightly. Hey, Date. Are we gonna get him too? Huh?
What are you, a thug?
Wait, what was with that face?
A skeleton.
Well, let's hit the skeleton now. If we move
Know
the head,
this,
then
skeleton.
maybe we'll
I
move the
harbor
lamp.
no grudges against you.
Dream logic.
Hi! Yeah! What?
But look, the wall.
Uh-oh. The world is collapsing. Except the bits that are... we probably should have been standing in. You know, as we fall to our death. Oh, onto a nice soft carpet.
Do you have an irrepressible urge for destruction you've been holding back all this time?
Even if I did, adults have to learn moderation, you know.
And there's the man
Who
walking out
is
the door.
he?
Are you sure you don't know?
I don't know. He looks like some old man.
Not that old looking.
You could describe him a little more generously.
Boss is sleep talking. An item? Insomnia? There's always one. Somewhere. No more. I can't eat anymore. I'm stuffed. Ooh, there's sparkly things over here. What are you? An eyeball?
What?
Oh, good. Day 1. Date B acquired. Interesting. And everywhere that the light is or was, there is now holes in everything in the world. That's fantastic.
A gun came out of the skull?
Let's investigate.
Why is there a gun in this house?
This house has a skeleton in it. Anything can happen.
That's true. And it wasn't even a skeleton in the closet.
I hear it's common in the Kyushu area. In fact, it is said that they place hand grenades in the egg cartons in their refrigerators.
Who did you hear that from?
Yeah. Really, where would you hear something like that? Somebody is telling you very big fibs.
A gun.
But let's pick up the gun.
It won't go off?
It should be fine.
It's got a key on the barrel. It's totally what that is. It's the key.
Look at this hot magnum. I could ventilate some crooks with this thing.
Uh-huh. Well, not without bullets.
Don't get excited.
Remind you of anyone?
No.
A door locked with a padlock.
How about we do that?
Do you think something this size would fit?
It might fit if you work it in a little. Try just the tip.
Oh god, the innuendo. Ugh.
I suppose. I see. The gun was the key.
Well, well, well. It seems I was key in helping us escape.
Oh, be quiet, Tate.
Okay, that's it. This dream is over.
I suppose this dream is over then. Guess I'll wake up now.
Good. I'll open it.
Well, there's Mr. Man. And the woman is dead. Oh yeah, he doesn't look that old. guess. His dad murdered his mom. Oh god. Psychedelic. There's the creepy red eyeball. That's terrifying. Day 2, Saturday. Psych AI? Police headquarters, Saturday, 9:21 a.m. Oh, hello, boss. Why are you sitting? I hope that's your desk.
Good morning, Date. I was waiting for you.
Or why? A police officer mannequin.
Have you met my partner? This is my childhood friend, Mario. He's a good listener. I tell him all my stories when I get lonely.
This was the moment I started to worry about boss's mental health. Probably. Flag with big catch on it. She just crosses it and crosses her legs. A soccer ball.
Looking at that reminds me of my old boyfriend from high school.
So, boss's old love interest must have been an athlete. Interesting. It's a volleyball. Nothing to say about the volleyball.
Overall length of 15.35 inches, width of 8.8, height of 5.35, and a body weight of just a hair over 830 grams. This RC car has friction dampers on the front and rear axles as well.
How do you know all this stuff?
I used to be a flag girl for RC car racing in my glory days.
I can see it. Shelves. Thrilling.
You think it's true that a tanuki's ball sack can stretch up to 10 square feet?
Yeah, I wouldn't know.
I don't want to know. The sober restaurant door curtain. Why do you have that?
I can't live without coffee. I love it smooth and dark.
Okay. Now we're bordering sexual harassment. I'm always amused by Boss's ability to make anything sound dirty. I wonder if she does it on purpose. Probably, and probably for the same reason that she wears a skirt that is more of a shirt than actually, or I guess a dress, that is more of a shirt than an actual dress. Gotta show those legs. She has a computer on her desk, the type that has a monitor built in. Boss's desk. There are stickers all over the front. A pumpkin carved like a jack-o'-lantern.
You ever wonder why we call all our pumpkins Jack? What if that pumpkin's name was Bill? Sorry, it was funnier in my head.
A happy birthday banner decoration. That birthday party was a while ago, though. Oh good, I can look at everything else in this absurdly decorated office. An electronic darts game.
Why do you have this?
So if we're trapped down here when World War III starts, we'll have something to do.
I mean, you could throw darts at each other. A chair. Skis.
Are you familiar with the murder case at the resort called Spur?
No. Is that going to be relevant later? A snowboard. Triangular ruler. Pumpkin bath door curtain. Pumpkin? A public bath door curtain. Wow. Poster. A police poster. A symbol.
I use that thing for stress relief sometimes.
What, do you bang it on your underlings' heads?
I know. I can hear it all the way down the hall.
Also, with this in the background, your bike looks like a snail. It's It's a lifesaver. A stationary bike for indoor training. Blaster figure. Christmas tree.
That's been here a while.
I mean, Christmas comes every year, right? It's a pain taking that thing down and putting it up again.
That is true. And you blink and Christmas is here again. Boy band poster. A boy band poster?
Yup. They're all my husbands.
Uh-huh.
Boss is single, by the way. Boss also has some issues. A map on the wall. A mysterious mask is displayed on the wall.
That's my grandpa's death mask.
The guy had a huge face.
Pennant. A souvenir from some rural town? I haven't seen one of these in a while. A sober restaurant door curtain. She got more of them. More police posters. A police poster. Oh, that one's a creepier looking police poster. A cabinet. There's a lot of stuff hanging on the coat hanger. A lot of stuff except for coats, it looks like.
The battery died on that thing, so the hands have stopped. Like you and me.
What do you mean?
Oh, Date. That's a Persian rug, you know. Very expensive.
Oh yeah? How much?
10 billion yen.
What are you, in elementary school?
Yes, apparently.
Reminds me of you, boss. You have many faces, one inside the other. No matter how deep you go, you'll never get to the real you.
That's kind of mean.
Matryoshkas eventually end, though. You get to the last one. The smallest one, like a child. That's the real me. Like it? It reminds me of you, Date.
My name is Kaname. The kanji for key can be read as Kaname. But that's not my real name. I don't know my real name. I don't know anything about myself past 6 years ago. Oh yeah, so we're involved in the case from 6 years ago. 100%. A cabinet. Chair. That actually doesn't look particularly comfortable. Bags hanging on a rack. Inside bags are masks, like for costume parties. Why? Why do we have that in here? A tombstone. Rip. There are wine bottles lined up. Are they all drunk? Okay. Alright, I'll talk to the boss now. I see you still haven't... Oh, let me look first. She's sitting on the desk casually. I see you still haven't cleaned this place up.
Where do you think you are, Agent?
Metro Police Building in Kasumigaseki, Chiyoda District, Tokyo.
Underground. We're 6 stories underground.
Yeah, what about it?
No windows. It's suffocating in here. Dark and dreary all the time. So, I try to make my office colorful. Liven things up a little. It's
Fair
like
enough.
a party, right? I want it to feel fun in here.
Windows are great. What's the status of the investigation?
Who do you think I am, Date?
You're my boss? The commander of Abyss Metropolitan Police Department?
I mean, my name.
Huh. I honestly don't know. I've been calling you boss for 6 years, so...
Trust me, it's been more than 6 years.
I suffer from a memory disorder. I don't remember anything past 6 years ago. I've been having flashbacks recently. Fragments of my past.
Wait, what does your name have to do with our investigation?
Because if you knew me well enough, you wouldn't have to ask.
Ah, so, nothing to report then. Got it.
Are there any leads at all?
I don't know if I would call them leads.
What about the ice pick? The one we found in Mizuki's hand?
We were able to identify the manufacturer, but it's sold nationwide. It would be impossible to pin down the buyer.
Damn.
We did determine that the shape of the pick and the puncture wounds on the victim match perfectly.
Okay, so that's definitely the murder weapon.
We also discovered that the blood on the pick is the victim's.
Meaning that ice pick was probably the murder weapon.
Almost definitely.
About the ice pick.
The pick Mizuki was holding, the only prints on it are hers. The evidence is really stacking up against her.
That's a shame.
No. She couldn't have done it. That's impossible.
Well, then you better hurry up and clear her. She is important to you, right?
About Mizuki.
Interrogators say she hasn't said a word since we found her.
The doctors say she's traumatized. She can't speak. She's seeing a specialist at Central Hospital right now.
Did you take her to the hospital after we found her?
Yeah.
Were you with her this whole time? You're like her legal guardian, then.
No. She just lives with me.
Okay. Mizuki Okiura, the girl we found in the merry-go-round. She's 12 years old, in the 6th grade. Certain circumstances brought us to live together, but we aren't blood-related. Sort of like a stray cat that found her way into my home.
In any case, we're not going to get anything from her.
Okay, about Renju Okiura.
Have you picked up Renju yet?
He's at a police station nearby being interviewed. He's not a suspect yet, just standard procedure stuff.
Renju is Shoko's ex-husband and Mizuki's father. Ah. Not to mention, an old friend of mine.
I wonder what Renju was doing last night.
So... that is Shoko and her daughter was there.
I did call him a few times. He didn't answer.
He didn't?
No.
The local police tried his phone too, but they got the same result. No one was able to get a hold of him until this morning. We explained the situation to him, had him verify Shoko's corpse, and naturally started asking him questions.
Yeah. That's kind of sus, but I think he's red herring. About the... is there any other information first?
Let's see. We have some more information about the victim, Shoko Nadami. It's up on the database, although it's probably nothing you don't already know.
Well, maybe not. I haven't seen her for over a year.
Still, you know more about her than anyone else on the case, right? It's part of the reason why I assigned you to this.
Nadami Shoko, 36 years old. Female. Residence, Meguro District.
Well, she looks sassy and frowny.
Met Date Kaname 5 years ago through her husband, Okiura Renju. Date and Renju were so-called old drinking buddies. Renju and Shoko had one child together, a daughter named Mizuki, the prime suspect of this case. 4 years ago, they were divorced. Shoko returned to using her maiden name, Nadami.
Uh-huh.
I should also give you this. It's a picture of Shoko. You'll need this when you're trying to get information, right? Since you don't have a cell phone.
No, I just have an AI instead. I took Shoko's picture and put it in my pocket. Okay. About the case 6 years ago.
Hey, remember the case you brought up yesterday? The one that happened 6 years ago?
Date, forget about it.
What?
It's been a long time since I've been at a crime scene, and I got a little carried away and... Look, it was a slip of the tongue, okay? Shouldn't have said anything.
Instincts, follow the instincts. It's definitely going to be important.
That just makes me want to know even more.
That case has nothing to do with this one.
But it might. Last night you said this could be a copycat crime.
Yes, that's my point. It might be a copycat killer, but it can't be the same killer. That's impossible. Literally impossible.
Well, unless he was magically implanted in somebody.
So it's not
It's AI.
necessary for you to know about past cases. It would only cloud your judgment.
I don't accept that.
Just give it up, Date.
Did we ever identify who called it in?
The person who reported the screaming?
Right.
Unfortunately, not yet.
What's the holdup?
They didn't identify themselves over the phone.
But you should have a location by now.
All we know is that it was a payphone.
Payphone?
Not too many
That's
of those
odd.
around. Yeah.
It is unusual. Whoever it was clearly didn't want us knowing their identity. They may have even been the killer.
Well, serial killers do like to flaunt in front of the police. Oh god. And now my eyeballs popped out. And now we're at a cute little jelly bear version.
Hello!
No, not hello. I told you not to just pop out of nowhere like that.
I do not understand your concern. Boss knows me by now.
Well, still.
I mean, it's kind of disconcerting to watch. So
Hey,
about
boss,
Iba.
is it possible to do something about her personality?
Don't ask me. I didn't create her. Get Pewter to tinker with her.
Wasn't the AI ball your idea, though?
Yeah, but I didn't choose her personality or the way she talks. You can thank Pewter for that.
Pewter? Is his name Computer?
Hey, what does love mean to you?
Where is this coming from?
Just answer the question.
Let me guess. You're asking me because the Japanese word for love is ai, right? Like a pun? I'm right, aren't I? You dork.
Yep.
That hurts, you know.
About I.
I've been thinking a lot lately. About myself. If I have another mind inside me, am I really me?
Oh, it reminds me of something Arthur Rimbaud once wrote. I is another.
Meaning what?
You have to figure that out for yourself. That's the point.
And about the last final pun. About my eye.
Hey, so about my left eye.
Now's not the time to talk about that.
Uh-huh. Boss is looking at Iba. Oh, okay. You know, you are kind of cute like that. You are an adorable little potato. But my left eyeball is Iba. She thinks things differently than I do. In more ways than one.
Aren't I? I receive that compliment frequently.
Your attitude isn't, though.
So, am I cute or not cute?
I was joking.
I don't understand your joke. Can you explain what's funny about it?
Nope, not cute at all. Why did you come out?
I haven't been getting a lot of exercise lately.
You're joking, right?
It's been 5 years since we first met. One day, I got called into the control room, and Pewter, the engineer, showed it to me.
The official title is AI Ball. You may call her Iba. The artificial intelligence contained within this sphere is nothing short of miraculous. An autonomous artificial intelligence birthed from collective nanotechnology.
Boy, he doesn't look like an evil villain at all.
Its ability to think is controlled by a program we call the Wadjet system.
After the Egyptian goddess?
Special Agent Date, from
kinda
today forward, this is your partner. She will be your personal computer and your personal companion.
Iba's been living in my head ever since. She gathers info and runs analysis. She can also access wireless networks and hack into other computers. While she's in my eye socket, we communicate through an artificial nerve to my brain. It lets us talk without actually speaking. Who are you?
Is that a serious question? We've been partners for 5 years. You know who I am.
And do I really? Again, why did you come out?
Okay, really now. What's the real reason you came out?
There is something I need to report to the boss.
To me?
Correct. I could have had the message relayed through Date, but that would have been less efficient. I concluded that it was better to have the both of you hear this together.
Aren't you wasting a lot of time explaining this?
Please listen quietly. I have determined who reported the crime.
Huh?
You have?
Okay. Who reported the crime?
I found the payphone that the caller used. It was near the location of the crime, Bloom Park. Thus, I decided to check the surveillance footage of any security cameras operating nearby.
So you found a way into that database?
That is correct. That area has little foot traffic, even less at night. The time of the report was around 9 p.m. Cameras only caught one person in the area around that time.
And that was actually 4 hours after the murder. Interestingly enough, that they're screaming 4 hours later.
I analyzed the footage and was able to obtain a facial recognition match. They were registered as a person of interest in the police database.
Oh my god, who was it?
Ota Matsushita. Let me guess, he's a hacker type.
Matsushita Ota, 24 years old, male. I have marked his address on the map. That is all.
Date?
Way ahead of you, boss. Let's go, Iba.
Affirmative.
When you are able to visit a new destination, a map will appear. Okay. Open the map and pick a destination. You can always check the tutorial. Okay. Okay, back inside.
No,
I'm giving you an order.
does not compute.
Rude. Very rude. But I think that is where I'm gonna leave